talking about books because I thought it would be a good change and I wanted to paint a little bit. I have some books that I haven't talked about it before, so let's get right into it. My name is Carolina and this is Carolando. So, as you guys can see, I'm painting on a book. This is an old book that I don't use anymore, and I decided to make it my canvas because I don't know, I had it laying around and I just wanted to painting something. The first book I want to talk about is one that I read in my American literature class last year. It's called The Things They Carried by Tim O'Brien. It was really interesting because here in Brazil we don't have a recent war like the Vietnam War, and it was something that really impacted a lot of Americans' lives not long ago. And it gave me a lot of perspective in how the soldiers felt when they have to go to war, especially because the men were so young when they were called to go, and how they felt when they had to come back and try to adapt to the things they left behind and all the changes that the society had while they were away and facing all the things they now had seen, and many people wouldn't understand what they felt or what happened to them. So it was really interesting to read about. And of course, they discuss a lot of the concept of truth and how it is something that someone experiences, even it's not real, could be very much real for the other person, and that we shouldn't judge based on our own experiences. We should try to understand the person and where they are coming from, especially because we haven't experienced what they have experienced. So I really liked this book for discussing all of it and gave me this new perspective. I was really thankful for having read this book because it was kind of mind blowing the way he wrote, and he's really good with his writing. I really enjoy it and I recommend it. The next book I want to talk about is Lock Every Door by Riley Sager. Oh my god, I don't. The next books that I'm going to talk about really were kind of mind blowing. I didn't expect them to be. I was just curious about them because a lot of people on BookTube talk about them and have been talking about them. The first one is really old, it's a really old recommendation. It's called We Were Liars by E. Lockhart. This book, it I was surprised. I didn't really expect the ending. I know a lot of people guessed what was going to happen and everything that was happening there. I didn't know at all, so it was a big surprise and I really enjoyed. I appreciated the commentary they had on social class and all the differences and the burden these teenagers feel for having all of these expectations on them and a lot of this power they didn't ask for. So it was really interesting reading from their perspective, and I really recommend it if you start the book and you enjoy the writing and you don't guess right away what's happening. The other one is Lock Every Door by Riley Sager. This book, everyone was talking about it. A lot of people put on their favorites of 2019, maybe. I don't remember. And I really like it. I I was reading it, and first it wasn't there wasn't a lot of things happening in this book, but eventually things were getting more mysterious and more instigating, like you wanted to keep reading, and suddenly things really took a turn that I didn't expect, but I really like it. It wasn't my favorite thriller because I haven't read that much, but I know this is not the style of thriller that I enjoy. However, I really appreciated the plot, the building, or the atmosphere. All was very well done. And if you like thrillers, I believe you should try this one out because maybe it would interest you. Finally, I want to talk about Little Fires Everywhere. It didn't make to my top 10, unfortunately, but this really deserves a high place because it was so well written, so well constructed, and the characters were so well developed. I really felt like I was reading about real people, and the story is really compelling and different from everything I ever read, and touches really important topics that are I haven't seen very much discussed, like motherhood, for example, and it goes really deep into it, and the family relations and class differences. The cast of characters is really diverse and interesting to follow. So, seeing that a lot of booktubers put on their top 10 books some time ago, I really agree with them. I think it's a book that everyone should try out, at least to see if they like it, because the writing is so beautiful, and it is a really important book. Now, what I'm currently reading is Get a Life, Chloe Brown, that I have seen a lot of booktubers talking about, and I was really curious about it. And for starting, I really like the protagonist. I think she has a unique personality, and she also is someone that other people can relate to because she has a chronic disease. I believe the name is chronic pain, and I haven't seen this being portrayed at all before, so I hope the representation was done. But it was my first time seeing it, and I really liked to gain this perspective, and it's really good when there's different protagonists, because a lot of people can relate to them that share the same struggles. So I really like the main character, the other main character, Red. He is also very different from other main characters I have read before. I really enjoy the genre, but I never seen someone like him. So this pair is really unique, at least in my point of view. And I'm really enjoying seeing them interact and get to know each other, so it's really fun. I'm also very intrigued to know how this book is going to end because a lot of people talk really good things about it, and for now I'm really enjoying it. So that's it. This is all the books that I want to talk to you about. Maybe in the future I can do a recommendations video or something different. I'm still figuring out. Maybe a TBR video, I don't know, because this is a bit different. And that's it for the books I wanted to talk about with you. I hope you guys enjoyed me painting. I would like you to tell me if you want me to do another videos like this in the future, or if you want me to do a more normal style. I really enjoy trying to understand how to edit this. It's my first time trying. I hope it was at least okay for the first time. It was really hard to figure out how to film this, and I will see you guys later with another video, hopefully. And I plan to do sometime a TBR, but I'm not very good at sticking to it, so I don't know. Please share your point of view and what you guys think in the comments. And see you next time. Bye.